Access to clean drinking water is critical to every American. However, in many places, lead pipes and aging water systems pose major health hazards. Here to talk more about this topic, a couple of experts, Chad Seidel, president of Corona Environmental Consulting, and also a Ph.D. drinking water researcher. He is joined by Dan Tudesco, who heads up the Community Water Systems Division for Brita. Nice to have both of you here. Chad, what does everybody need to know about the nation's water supply?
Well, when we're talking about lead in drinking water, it's important to know that EPA estimates as many as 9 million homes are served with a lead service line. That's the pipe that connects from the street to your home or your building. And those lead pipes can contribute lead to the water that comes out of your tap.
How does lead contamination in water systems affect people?
As we mark National Lead Poisoning Prevention Week, it's important to understand that no amount of lead is safe to consume in our drinking water or from any other source. And vulnerable members of our household, like young children and the elderly, are particularly vulnerable to the effects of lead. They range from things like loss of IQ points and developmental delays to other issues like kidney damage and high blood pressure. And while that's obviously really scary, the good news is that utilities and cities across the country are going to be working over the next 10 to 15 years to replace all that aging infrastructure that we have in the ground today. And while that work is underway, it's really important that communities and us as residents adopt solutions now that can help protect us from the threat of lead in drinking water, like a pitcher and filter that's certified to reduce lead.
How effective are some of these solutions in mitigating lead in drinking water, and how do you know if you have a good one?
They're very effective. So the most important thing to look out for is to make sure that that pitcher and filter is certified by a third party to reduce lead. For example, our Brita Elite pitcher and filter is certified to reduce 99% of lead. And we work with over 200 communities today on implementing that solution as these long-term fixes are underway.
What is that certification?
Yeah, it's the NSF ANSI 53 standard. So you want to look for pitchers and filters or filtration products that are certified to that standard for lead reduction.
Is there a timetable for fixing the nation's municipal water systems?
There is. Just recently, US EPA finalized the lead and copper rule improvements, which requires water systems to identify and remove all those lead pipes within the coming 10 years. And in the time that water utilities are working hard to do that, literally working in the trenches to dig out those pipes, implementing point of use filtration can make sure everybody gets that equivalent public health protection starting today.
What can people do right now?
Yes, there's two things we recommend. One, every utility is in the process of sending out notifications to residents that are impacted. Make sure you're reading those letters that are coming in the mail, following the steps your utility recommends. If you're unsure, you're looking for solutions today to help protect you and your family, visit Brita.com for more info about our lead reducing pitcher filter, our Brita Elite pitcher filter that can reduce 99% of lead.
Thank you both for coming on our show.
Thanks so much for having us.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.